Here is a world of communication, bringing together all people in a new era of understanding.
Elektrischer Reporter.
In China, liebe Zuschauer daheim an den Empfangsgeräten oder von wo auch immer Sie uns gerade zusehen, in China essen sie Hunde, lautet der Titel eines dänischen Kinofilms. Unabhängig von der Frage des Vierbeinerverzehrs soll man in China, Gerüchten zufolge, unliebsame Zeitgenossen mit dem Satz verfluchen, mögest du in interessanten Zeiten leben. Ob die gesamte Medienbranche sich in den letzten Jahren kollektiv in China unbeliebt gemacht hat, ist nicht bekannt. Nichtsdestoweniger erlebt sie derzeit durchaus interessante Zeiten. Schuld daran ist, einmal mehr, das Internet, das so manche Branchenvertreter ihrerseits wohl gerne verfluchen würden. In seinem Buch We, the Media beschreibt der Journalist Dan Gillmor, wie Graswurzelpublizistik und Mikromedien das jahrhundertealte Selbstverständnis des Journalismus kräftig durcheinanderwirbeln. Und nun erklärt er uns das noch einmal persönlich.
Traditional journalists need to recognize that journalism is changing from that lecture to a conversation and to participate in the conversation, and that involves listening better. It involves bringing people who had been an audience into the journalism process. It involves using these tools in ways that improve the journalism that they do. So it's a wide and deep shift in thinking and in techniques.
We've been talking in the U.S. about the daily me, where we assemble our own news report for ourselves. We get just the report we want. That's evolving into something that feels more like the daily we, where we're doing it together, where we're giving recommendations, explaining to each other what's important, pulling in data from all kinds of sources, but doing it collectively and collaboratively, something very important there, and we're just at the start of that phenomenon.
Often there's resistance because it's a challenge to learn new things for many people.
Something that we all have to learn, no matter what we do, is that people who do not work with us or for us know things that we don't. And they are happy to tell us most of the time if we just let them.
The bigger issue is that traditional media don't quite see how it fits into their mission. And for some it may not, but I think in the end they will have to do it. It seems to me just obvious that you want to gain the expertise of your audience to help you do a better job of journalism. If nothing else, it's worth it for that reason.
Baseline, we have something converging. I hate the word convergence, but it really fits in this case. Old media, new media, then something we're calling we media, and that the fundamental notion that we're getting at is that the bottom-up phenomenon, the grassroots media, is going to become normal, not some weird new thing, but just part of an ecosystem that will be a growing and, I think, very diverse and thriving one over time. And it's about ubiquitous networks and very simple, easy to use, and very inexpensive tools that mean anyone now can be a publisher. And when anyone can do that, lots and lots of people are doing it.
As people who are still consuming media as an audience need to learn that the most important thing they have to do is be skeptical of things that they don't have some reason to trust. This actually is going to be working to the strength of the traditional media because trust is something they've built over time. I hope parents and schools will start teaching this. They don't do it very well. The citizen journalist has to learn, to the extent that someone wants to do journalism, things like being accurate and fair and thorough, some very traditional journalistic values, and I think we all have a lot to learn. It's about understanding information in the context of our larger lives, and this is going to be an ongoing and long-term process. It will not happen right away.
By the way, the Pentagon, the military in the U.S. is now doing podcasts, which tells me that this is now old media.
We have something today that does that. It's called an editor and a journalist. We need to, though, in the world of mass contributors, not just mass media, we need to find ways to locate the good things they do, and that'll be a combination of technology and human intervention. I'm a big believer that when you combine human and machine intelligence, that you can end up with something that works very well. We don't have it yet, but I'm fairly confident we will, and that whoever solves these problems in a competent way is going to be very rich, because this is something we need, and no one solved it yet. I don't know how that differs from paying paparazzi to chase celebrities. I'm not very impressed with either of those practices. Because I'm not that impressed with celebrities, but and I think journalism is we cheapen journalism when we focus on celebrities and not focus on things that really matter. So, but I don't see how it's different particularly. I suspect that the real problem in that area is for the paparazzi, who used to make a lot more money at this than they are going to make in the future, because this is going to undermine their marketplace if people start doing this. The technique of asking people to take photos or soon videos and report on things that are of public note that they see, that's got value, and we, I think, can come up with some very good ideas in the future. And I also like, by the way, the idea that they're paying them. It's the business model that says to the public, so you guys do all the work and we'll take all the money, thank you very much. That's not a very sustainable business model, and it's not a very honorable one either. So I think we need to find ways to reward the contributors who want to be rewarded beyond being told thank you. The optimistic view is that we'll figure it out, because the optimistic view includes the notion that we are all creators, we are all creative, that we can help each other solve problems and learn things that we need to know or might want to know. That's an enormously powerful concept, and I believe in it very strongly. The pessimistic side is that it will all be noise, and that we won't know what's good, what's bad, and that my most pessimistic is that traditional media organizations will just disappear, which I don't think will happen, but that's what I worry about, and that we won't replace them with equally good journalism. That scares me, and I think we need to encourage the new and understand why we need to preserve the best aspects of the old.
Wer will, kann kritisieren, dass Dan Gillmor seit mittlerweile 3 Jahren nun mit den gleichen Thesen hausieren geht, obgleich er zwischenzeitlich selbst ein Bürgerjournalismusprojekt ins Leben gerufen und in den Sand gesetzt hat. Apropos Projekte ins Leben rufen und in den Sand setzen, was ist eigentlich Web 2.0?
Web 2.0 ist, überall online zu sein.
Vielen Dank. Das war es auch schon für heute, liebe Leute. Ich verabschiede mich und wünsche Ihnen eine inspirierte Woche. Bleiben Sie uns gewogen und schalten Sie auch das nächste Mal wieder ein. Bis dahin bleibe ich Ihr elektrischer Reporter.
In was für einer Gesellschaft wollen wir leben? Wir brauchen Ihre Antworten, Ihre Ideen und konkrete Projekte. Machen Sie mit unter www.diegesellschafter.de.
Jeder Link ist ein entropischer Gradient, wobei der Narzissmus, sich als Erster zu gerieren, sich der Unfähigkeit unterordnen muss, originär zu sein, samt seiner stilistischen Kompensationen. Neckentropische Senken schöpfen aus der Introspektion des Denkens oder Erlebens Wissenschaft und Abenteuer. Alles andere ist Surrogat, Link oder Marketing.